Luke and Magnus go on a mission together.
That's right. No. That's right. I forgot. Now I'm remembering everything.
They go on a mission together, and they start seeing two different, like another side of them that they knew about each other, but now it's kind of surfacing because the drama that's happening with the Sealy Queen and Valentine.
Yes.
And I think their priorities are kind of conflicting.
Yeah. But there's a deep like there's a loyalty to each other, but it's like we got to see eye to eye.
Well, they also have different methods of dealing with their issues.
That's true. It's a good team.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Which I think it's good because they bring a different perspective to each other, and I think they really respect that.
Yeah, I do too.
Luke and Magnus, which when you talk to sometimes with other characters, they're just like, nah, this is the way I'm doing it. And I think with that, I think it's the what do you call it? Experience that they've had.
Oh yeah.
They get each other, right? Alec wants in.
Well, if you ever need advice, I can always talk to you.
Well, yeah.
I can tell you how to talk to when things get rough.
Thank you. I'll call you up.
When the waters get rough.
I just don't get it. You didn't like my pasta last night. I tried so hard.
When the windows get tinted, I can help.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Max die or even get injured, how would Alec respond to that, particularly if it happens while he's in
So, there's a few things at play. What's your immediate reaction? So, given the scenario where Max is birthed and killed, the primary response from Alec would most likely be to hunt down the person who did it. He would not grieve until he has sought out the person who has harmed Max. Now, it would be very weak of him if he did let the emotional toll of that collapse him as a leader. And I think that his first response should be to hunt down and harm the person who would do such a thing. But it'll be interesting to see if that does happen, what his response would be. I don't know. We'll have to see if that comes up.
talking to Malik here.
Sorry. Triracial.
Listen to OT3.
There's a lot. There's a lot of kind of feedback, response, and a lot of important to learn about how it is so important to see a certain kind of representation on television and told kind of in a way with like it's brought to the forefront. And for us, it's been, like you said in your interview, it's been an honor to tell that story. So for us, it's just hopefully continue that, to keep doing it right.
And there's always a struggle of like, do you want to just completely, do you completely normalize it in the world? Do you make it so that there is no conflict about it whatsoever? The conflict of the relationship stems as much from the difference of their worlds, because their cultural backgrounds in this case, or their social places, as much as it is the fact that there's a lot of elements at play. Yeah.
And also, I think what's nice is outside of people in the community, it's people outside of that community just, I like this relationship.
Yeah, that's
and I think
the thing. Yeah.
that is to me that is a big step forward, because it is. I think it's a big step forward for representation, but also for people just I like that, and to not be part of that, I think. That is a huge step as well that we never talk about.
Someone told me recently that they were scared of coming out, but then their mother loved the Malik relationship the most on the show, and that made them feel comfortable doing it. And that's
okay.
Well, by the way. So I really like that, because I don't know why that strikes a chord with me. There's something about that to make it so that it changes people's minds.
Yeah.
It's Michael Jordan.
I have a question right there. How do you think? Sorry about that.
That'll be our last
A former Shadowhunter, has affected Luke's relationship and integration with the business?
Girl,
let me tell you. You have all that knowledge of what a Shadowhunter goes through, what he can do, what he can be, and that's all stripped away from you. And now you're one of the things that you've been told is beneath you, and that you're no longer, this thing that was revered, and that you're now like this sub person, right, or sub being, right? So now you have knowledge of both. So now you're just trying to bring them both together. You're just trying to say, look, this isn't that bad, and this isn't that good. You know?
And you know what Shadowhunters is really thinking.
Exactly, and that's why there's so much like contention between the clave and what Luke's going
Never
through.
thought of that. That's
This is
really
interesting.
I think
We have
that
to
is
play
something
that
worth
way
explore.
more.
That's
we gotta play that.
It's deep. Like Luke has such a deep. There's so much going on there.
We need to explore that.
Because does he hate himself now? There's probably some of that in the beginning.
Some lingering passion about
the
it.
frustration on to a level of like and you can't convey this to them because they're not going to understand.
Yeah, you can't talk to this for a while. You can't talk to anybody. Yeah, except for him. Now
Magnus understands.
maybe the Sealy Queen at one point in time.
I don't think Alec gives Luke any problem. I think Alec just views Luke as a person who might have knowledge about that. I don't think Alec seems to. Alec isn't not very judgmental. He doesn't seem to go into situations, but
I feel the respect because I feel like Alex says like, you know what, I know who you used to be, so I will respect your knowledge. I'm not sure I respect the other things you do, but at least you know what I'm going through. You know what I mean? Something like
you
that.
won't disrespect.
Like I wouldn't disrespect him, nor would I disrespect him. Like, it's a tricky spot being Luke. Very tricky.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. All right.
Question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.